From the Weather Edge Weather Center, mostly sunny skies today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Today's high 86 degrees, 83 tomorrow, 84 on Saturday. Tonight's low down to 65, mostly clear skies in the overnight hours. What's going to forecast today? Sunshine with a high 86.
Hey, besties. It's your girl, Jo, from Jo & Co. Boutique in Eddyville, and we are proud to support the Pledge of Allegiance on WPKY.
Shopping can be overwhelming. At Jo & Co. Boutique, it's their priority to get to know you. Enjoy a personal, stress-free shopping experience, making you feel valued as a customer and person. Jo & Co. is a size-inclusive boutique carrying clothing and gift favorites such as Judy Blue, Vintage Havana, Savannah Jane, and Kendra Scott. Located on Fairview Avenue in Eddyville, or shop joandcoboutique.com.
Hey, besties. It's your girl, Jo. Can't wait to see you at the boutique.
It's time for your SportsEdge.com Sideline Report with Todd Griffin. Talking sports and more here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYOnline.com. Here's your host, Todd Griffin.
Good morning, everyone. The Sideline Report is on the air from 1035 West Main Street in Princeton, the WPKY studios. This is Todd Griffin of WPKY Radio and your SportsEdge.com. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday morning. We're going to start the day by talking with Caldwell County Lady Tiger volleyball head coach Daniel Kortner, who is in the studio with us. Daniel, good morning. Thanks for coming in on the show.
Good morning. Seems like it's been a long off season.
Yeah, glad to get you back in here, and you guys are going to get going for real next week.
We are. We're trying to get a little way into a scrimmage this weekend over at Graves County, and got and Tillman that'll be over there if we can get everything lined up, and then we'll start at Callaway next Tuesday night for the money.
Now, you guys have senior team already up at the Bluegrass State Games. What's kind of your initial thoughts heading into the season?
They kind of got up there, and first off, we're probably one of the shortest teams in the state. We did a lot of looking up on Friday night while we were over there, but once we got settled in and got into figuring out kind of our pecking order and who's going to get the ball in certain situations, I think they got a lot more comfortable going into Sunday. We got exactly what we wanted. We found out that, hey, we're not up to speed yet. We got to come home and do a little bit of work, and we left pleased with our results.
You guys have a bit of a mix. You've got some new faces in new places, but you've also got some kids who are returning this year.
We are. If you look at the stat a little bit with their back row attacks, so to be able to put a fourth hitter onto the on the floor has really been a blessing for us. Kind of in that diversity part. Katie Mincer and Briley Butts and Banashka Thomas will split somewhere between middle and right. Katie is last year proved she was going to be our workhorse. She came in a lot of clutch moments and really carried the offense and the kind of the momentum for us a lot last year. You go looking at Banashka and Briley, they're probably two of the best athletes in the school. So, you look at those young ladies and just kind of give them open floor, open field, and see what we can do. The fun part about our team this year is we're going to be built on defense. I got Claire Noe. She finished our season as libero. She's going to be back there. We'll have Riley Thompson and TJ Goodwin. I was taught the game on the defensive side when Coach Stone first brought me around. It was, hey, go teach these passing drills. So, to get in some long rallies and play defense is kind of our blue-collar way, our scramble way of playing. So it's going to be a good product on the floor, I believe.
Well, and you guys have a history of success, and that always kind of helps, too.
It does. We talk a lot that teams don't show up to really play against anything but our name, and they gear up for us. There's probably 4 or 5 teams in this region right now that are drooling because on paper they think we're down. They think we've graduated a lot the last 3 years, and it's time for us to take our whoopings. We've done everything we can do, we think, in the off season right now to kind of stop that sentence, and I think we're really going to be able to slide in on some people.
We're talking this morning with Lady Tiger volleyball head coach Daniel Kortner. Caldwell County Tiger football head coach Will Barnes has also joined us in the studio. And Will, how are you guys coming along after last week's scrimmage?
Good. We've had a couple days of pretty good practice on Monday and Tuesday. Yesterday had to move to the gym, so because of the weather, it was storming when we were practicing. So that's a little bit different of a deal when you go inside, but thought we had 3 pretty good days there.
A bit of a rough showing up at Owensboro Catholic last week, but that just gives you some room to improve going into this week, right?
Yeah, and really anytime, we haven't scrimmaged great, the last 2 years for sure. And so it's still early and still getting some guys in some different spots. And, we'll have a couple more guys tonight. Not necessarily running the ball with the quarterback as much as it has been the last 3 years, but if something breaks down, I think that's where Luke could really excel is making a bad play into a good one, and he's super athletic and did some really good things in the pocket. So, I think once it gets to 11 on 11 and it's full go, he'll be able to make some plays that he hadn't been able to make so far.
Daniel, that's not something you guys have to fight with, blowing the play dead every time the ball goes to a certain person, right?
Not really. You get in some of these venues, you worry about a ball rolling on from one court to the other. Talking about our scrimmages versus football, you cannot simulate game speed. We're out here, seniors going against 8th graders and freshmen, and as good as I think our depth is, you can't simulate seniors on seniors. And that game speed is what we're looking forward to getting started this weekend and going.
So you have a scrimmage coming up next week?
We're hoping to get one Saturday.
This Saturday, okay.
They've kind of thrown one together. It's our last chance to get one, and kind of everybody looked around and kind of pointed and said, hey, if you want, we're here. So we're scrambling, trying to get everything going for that.
So the regular season then gets underway, and you guys are on the road to kind of start things.
We are. Kind of just the way everything fell. Callaway was looking. They got a new coach, was looking for some games, and I needed a senior night, so